Hi, it's me again. Came back. Yeah, let me adjust myself in my chair and make a whole lot of noise. Yeah, I'm back. That's about it. So here's the problem. I had the genius idea of... Yo, you saw that corpses move? Spooky. I had the genius idea of, switching to Majestic Greatsword, right as I'm... Damn, she ugly. Right as I am about to do an area that is really dark and needs a lot of light. So yeah. Not too smart. Oh, right. Shit. I need to adjust my settings on Steam, because this shit is stupid. Yeah. I don't know why, but from time to time when I launch the game I have to enter the settings and re-upload the Steam setup that my controller has, because by default the game wants me to use some sort of a weird setup where my left bumper and left trigger both do the heavy attack. It's really weird, but also really consistent. Like, it's almost every time that I launch the game that I have to do this, and I also keep forgetting to do this. Yeah, hello Locatio. Give me that shit. Take off your mask. I wanna see your face.
One can assume, I'm sorry.
And yeah, I don't know what causes this, because I don't have an issue like that with Dark Souls 3, I don't have an issue like that with Elden Ring Night Rain, none of those, only Dark Souls 2. The classic empty room. Thanks, Miyazaki. Actually, it's not because of Miyazaki, I'm sorry. Thanks, B-Team. Truth be told, however, sometimes I prefer the B-Team. Am I going to explode? Nope. So yeah, back in the days of Dark Souls 2, everyone was right-handed by default. They didn't invent left-handed demons back in the day yet. And so here we are. When I want to pick up a torch, I have to temporarily hide my sword. These fuckers. These guys are one of the few enemies still that I just can't figure them out. I haven't figured out ever. Never ever ever. Like, sometimes when I hit them they get staggered, sometimes they do not. Sometimes I dodge them nicely, sometimes not. It's all over the place with those weirdos. I don't even know their name. Which, by the way, it's such a Dark Souls thing that there's so many enemies that you just don't know their name. You just don't. I mean, usually people just call them by what they look like. Unless, like, well, these guys, for example, they drop their armor and it's called Varangian armor. So people know to call them Varangian something something. But what if you have a monster that has no armor? Then people have to come up with all sorts of things, and at some point people will just run out of words to call them. Like the weirdest dragons in you know the place in the DLC. In the Crown of the Sunken King, there's this place where people farm petrified dragon bones. And phew, no today. And as it turns out, their name is imperfect. And like, okay, but where did you get that name from? Game files? I mean, nice, but you shouldn't have to dig into the game's files just to know what an enemy, what is the proper name of some enemy. Oh well. That's Dark Souls for ya. Kinda funny how in most games getting covered in oil makes you susceptible to fire damage, but here in Dark Souls 2 it actually makes you fucking explode on contact with a single candle. Yeah, a single Pharos Lockstone. I'm gonna save it. Like, the Pharos Lockstone in here, all it does is light up some giant, I don't know even what to call it, a sconce? I don't know how to pronounce that, but you know, a brazier, that thing, lantern, giant lantern, yeah, that's a good word. So it scares the weirdos with long limbs a little, and that's all it does, so not worth it. I thought I totally would use it if I had an abundance of Pharos Lockstones, because, well, it looks quite nice when it's all lit up pretty. Oh, bleeding? Bleeding in DS2 is so weak compared to Elden Ring. I'm not even sure if it does any damage. Like, does it even do anything? I think it does a bit of damage, a tiny bit of damage, and like limits your stamina for a second. But it's for such a short period of time. It's hard to tell. if it even occurred at all. Damn. Should be using that move more often. Often. Hey, hey, hey. Polish pronunciation be like, I see a letter, I have to pronounce it. English pronunciation be like, you don't actually pronounce half the letters, bro. Actually, you shouldn't pronounce any letters. Shut the fuck up. Fun fact. When you have the word pronounce, in the middle of it you have O and U. Pronounce. Pro and O-U. But when you turn it into a noun, pronunciation, suddenly there is only U in the middle, without the O. You can check it on the internet, it's true. Why is there no O? It's like you took a verb and turned it into a noun, and suddenly there's one letter less all of a sudden. What's the deal with that? Well, I don't know, but that's how it is. English is funny like that. The other thing that I often like to mention... Okay, I got scared for a second that I forgot to turn on the recording. The other thing that I like to mention about English is that funny thing in Elden Ring, which is the Evergaols. So you ever notice how it's spelled Gaol? G-A-O-L, but you pronounce it jail, just like J-A-I-L. What's up with that? Well, nothing. That's how you pronounce it. It has the exact same meaning. It has the exact same pronunciation. It's just that if you feel fancy and you wanna type it differently, that's how you can achieve something like that. Get him, Affinity! Get him! Get him! What the hell? Eh. Bruh. Affinity moment. Okay, so now this broken thief sword staggers those guys? See what I mean? I just cannot get a feel of them. I just stun-locked him with a dagger, but sometimes they can tank a hit from a greatsword. See, bow. I don't think I've ever had one of those. Don't give up. Should have given up. Bing bang. Holy shit. Insta-kill. Yo. Fix my stuff. Should have held onto the torch. Secret. You know what's incredible about Dark Souls 2? I've beaten it a billion gajillion times, but from time to time it still keeps surprising me with some stuff. I mean, right now it's gonna be full of surprises because I've never done a New Game Plus before, But what I mean is, sometimes I find an illusory wall that I never knew about by accident. Just when I felt like, yeah, I know them all. I know the locations of all the illusory walls, baby. Nothing shall hide from me. But then whoop-de-doo. Like, for example, the most recent one I found was... ow. Item. The one that I've most recently only figured out about its existence is the one that I've already shown you, which is right at the start of the game. A minute. You know, the one right at the start that I just quickly grabbed and ran past. I mean, like that area where there is paid, and he tells you that if you go inside, the gate will close behind you. Inside that area, there is an illusory wall with a mage staff inside. So I've only knew about it for like a last couple of runs, like 1 or 2 characters. It's not an important illusory wall by any means. I mean, if you need a mage staff, you probably started as a mage anyways, and other than that, I don't think it's useful for anyone to find a staff. Unless you are deprived and aim to be a mage starting from the deprived class. But yeah, other than that, it's not useful at all, but it was there, and I didn't know about it. So like, what the hell, man? No. My nigga Gavlan, keep hanging in there. Ah shit, it's Gavlan, wheel and deal, my nigga. Oh, Kia. Damn, they get up kinda fast. After getting knocked back, they get up kinda fast. What the? I swear, man, corpses in Dark Souls 2 are fucking haunted or something. Like, it's weird, like, I have no interaction with them, I cannot kick them over or something, but if I lose sight of them and then look at them, like, find them again, they fucking like to bounce around and stuff. Shit's scary. Will Dark Orb break the vase? Yes, it will. Thanks, Obama. Obambo. And this thing here, like... Dark Souls 2 is just full of weird things like this. Give me a minute. Had to drink some tea. So like, most of the fake illusory walls in this game are you press the interact button, which is X on my PlayStation controller. But this, I think, is the only instance of a breakable wall that you break by attacking. There are some walls that you break by exploding the explosive barrels next to them, but this one you just attack. Bruh. And that's just the singular wall like that in the entire game. I think. Yeah, sorry for my pronunciation, I'm still getting used to it. If it's a word that I've never spoken aloud before, I might get my tongue twisted. Okay, so that sentence just came out like mad perfect. That was freaking awesome. Holy shit. Ma, I can talk. But yeah, I would like to learn how to, you know, talk and pronounce things properly in English, but without focusing too hard. Because if I focus, then yeah, I will pronounce them correctly, quite easily too. But I would like to learn to talk in English fluently, without, you know, straining myself. And surprisingly enough, it isn't so easy. Oh, and this shortcut right over here, I'm pretty sure they've added it in Scholar of the First Sin, and because of that, I've never knew about it. Like, and when I came here after Scholar released, I didn't even think to look for some additional shortcuts, but there is one right over here. And yeah, this one I've also only recently figured out that it, well, exists. recently meaning a couple years ago only. But yeah, you know what I mean. And the game is just full of many like singular, odd, quirky things like that, like a place or something that there's only a single instance of something like that in the world. Ooh, yes, please.
The force, I suspect, sorcery is you scroll, but the never. The force, I saw used never done you.
I see an item. What's interesting about this old guy is that he is, I think, the only NPC that will move into Majula with you only if you have enough intelligence for him to recognize you as a good potential mage. He's the only one. There are some that, like Felkin the Outcast, will also, like, he requires you to have a certain amount of intelligence and faith for him to bother talking to you. But he doesn't go to Majula one way or the other anyway, so it doesn't matter all that much. But Mr. Smarty Pants here, yeah, he's a smart boys only club. Bye bye. For engine guard, yep, there's a red phantom. Sometimes you just get a feeling like, yeah, this boat, it just feels like a prime place for them to add a new enemy in New Game Plus, and I made the right call. And he's still there, next to the jailer. Oh! Okay, so he has a much better... well, let's call it eyesight. He has much better eyesight than Mr. Jailer. A twin blade. Bruh! Holy shit, he perfect blocked me. I stand no chance against a twin blade Chad. Alright. Armor of Auroras. Holy shit. Why do I have so many? Oh yeah, I had it before. But they switched they switched something up, because I feel like it used to be the other way around. Like right now you find the visible armor of Auroras in the game easily. But in the original version, before Scholar of the First Sin, I think it used to be the other way around, that you found the illusory, like, see-through, transparent, translucent version of the armor. And finding the real one was harder to do. But in this version, it's harder to find the illusory version, which is kind of weird. What should I use? Definitely not fire, because we're fighting in the water. Rose anti-air spear. Man, all of those suck. Mundane twin blade. Actually, out of sheer curiosity, I'm going to use it, and I'm gonna give up on the majestic greatsword for now, even though it is, you know, performing well. I don't know. I've been using it for a long time before getting into New Game Plus, and I'm kind of fed up with it for now. What was I supposed to get? Yeah, twin blade, mundane. I think I can afford to use an unusual weapon for this, the flexile sentry, which, by the way, fun gimmick of this fight is that if you take too long to kill it, the water level rises and starts to slow you down even more and more with time. And at some point you will start fat rolling, and yeah, it will suck. And I think you can even drown. It would take forever for it to happen, but you can drown here, I think. And it's so funny to me because they put the effort in to implement this mechanic, but the boss is so easy, most people don't even realize that there is such a thing. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, so this one was spoiled to me, that, yeah, that in the New Game Plus there are those assassin guys in the fight. Luckily they aren't too strong. Not the worst damage, but then again I have no point of reference. Thank you, Dark Souls 2, for inventing twin blades. Actually, okay, so how will this perform against the twin blade? I think it's a little better than the twin blade. The individual hit is weaker, obviously. Oh, see? Like the water has risen to my, like to my thighs. At the beginning, it was only up to my ankles. So yeah, that's the pirate place. That's how I used to call it before I figured out that they are supposed to be called some Varangian guard. I just called them pirates. Yeah, pyromancy flame and fireball. You know what's sad? I love how the default normal twin blade looks. I just like how it looks. Like it's nice and decorated, but not overly so. Like it looks like it's, you know, expensive and decorated, but not too gaudy. But it's also the weakest one because it's, you know, the default one. Same in Elden Ring. I also like the look of the default one the most. But oh well. Anyway, fun fact. This chest right here, they moved it. It used to be here. Can you tell where? Because they didn't use any sort of light technique like shadow or something. Like they just darkened the texture around it when it was there. But I guess that I guess they moved it because a lot of people kept missing it if it was here, because it would require you to, you know, walk back a little. And some people didn't explore, I guess. But yeah. Bing bang bing bang bing. By the way, another fun trick. You can actually make the ship in that bay appear much sooner than usual. And what I mean is that you can use a bow to shoot at the bell atop of the tower, and ringing it like that works and makes the ship appear. You don't have to climb up there. So it's that's pretty fun, I guess, but it's also kinda useless, at least for me, because I always have to explore the entire area. So I'm not gonna ever do it like that. Fuck, my throat hurts, man. It's from sucking dick, don't worry. Nah, but for real, I don't know about you guys, but like, I've never smoked. I mean, I did a little, just to try things out. I vaped some, but I don't anymore. Like, I vaped for half a year, just to, you know, check if I like it. I don't. It gives me a tummy ache and a headache. I don't like it. But since then, I feel like I fucked up my throat somehow. Like, damn, some people smoke their entire lives and nothing happens to them. They should have gotten hit by a meteor at least or something. But me, yeah, I vaped a little and my throat exploded. I'm fucking dead. Shit sucks, man. Like I have to cough every 5 minutes or so. So sorry for that, but I can't help it. Like actually speaking kinda hurts me. Always, all the time. Fucking sucks. I don't know, I brought some medicine to suck on. Yeah, you suck those. Throat pills. So maybe they will help. Oh yeah, I upgraded Yorgh spear. Hell yeah. Fuck. I'm too heavy by 0.8%. I need to get some lighter armor set. For real. This fits. Shoop. Very nice. Oh, that's new. Okay, so what I like to do here is snipe some of them from distance, but yeah, I will do it like that. Well, where are you, guy? Do I see something red? I think it's just a blood stain. Never mind. You see that crossbow on the tower? Fell from the guy. Okay, how should I do this? I hear someone. Yeah, there's a guy here, but I cannot reach him. The thing is that I know that a pursuer spawns there, and yeah, I want him to spawn, I want to beat him, but I would much rather do this without those dogs around, and I think what I'm gonna have to do is hide here, but it might make him despawn. Yeah. Wah, wah. The game be like, oh, you don't wanna get fucked over? Well, I'm gonna despawn the enemy for you. This one's on me, champ. This weapon really has some quite unusual moveset, because like, let's compare it. The one-handed moveset, let's compare it to just the standard Grand Lance. It's like poke, poke, right? It's quick, 2 singular pokes. But this one is like poke, and then like a charging poke. Interesting, but it also kinda sucks. This prolonged charging poke is awful. Like, it's only good if the enemy tries to dodge backwards, I guess. Then it might be okay, but most of the time what will happen instead is you will just miss. You'll just miss them and move away. So close to one-shotting them. Yo, tasty spear, my man. So will he respawn? Oh, he will! That's awesome. Damn. That second hit, when it fully connects. Ow. The damage can be quite insane. Ow. No! Yeah. Not doing that part. That's the best strategy against that move. And come out quickly enough so that he doesn't choose to despawn. Holy fucking shit. How is that guy hitting me? Oh yeah, he's... yeah. Have you seen that? He's like standing half in the air. Look at this guy. Yeah, nice. Nice sniping spot, asshole. You know, the thing that I feel the most when playing Dark Souls 2 compared to, let's say, Elden Ring is that holy shit, drinking the Estus is so fucking slow. Seriously, it sometimes feels like it takes forever, like there's no opportunity for me to take a sip without getting hit. Rhyming. I know where you are. Unless there's some new ones in New Game Plus. Okay, trigger and out. Epic. Ah, fuck, I just remembered. the boss of this place. I mean the other one. Like, Ruin Sentinels is fine. But I hate the gargoyles. It's such a fucking gang squad asshole enemy. Doggo. This weapon is weird. God damn, my voice. I'm gonna try sucking on some pill. Which is, by the way, those pills are hella strong. Like, not kidding. They kinda make my tongue feel numb. It's weird. Perfect. Yorg's spear is kinda weird. Sometimes the second hit will hit the enemy 3 times and deal very nice damage. Sometimes it will hit only twice and deal very little damage. Huh? No. Dark Orb is so OP. It deals good damage, it's fast, it has like 20 casts. Very little stat requirement. It's weird how often the weakest spell is the strongest spell actually. Yeah, I cannot feel the tip of my tongue. Not kidding. Who the hell made these pills, bruh? They're kinda tasty though. Ah, bone stuff. My first necromancy stuff. I still remember using it before I got the sunset stuff. What's the point of this? It's a gate that you open from the same side that you approach it from, bruh? Do I have the key? I don't. Yeah, right. I have some of those. I'm pretty sure I have the warped sword already. Fucking stupid cursed one. You think you can cast my spells, you stupid nigga? Whoa. Chill out, straight. Why did this one explode though? Bruh. Bruh, 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 bruh. By the way, what's your opinion on illusory walls, like secrets in general? Because personally, over time, I think I don't like them actually. Oh, Farangian sword, I didn't have that. Like, to me, it's silly stuff to put into the game stuff that the player will most likely miss. Like, what's the point? I know that a lot of people like it because, like, wow, it rewards exploring, but like, what do you mean by exploring, pal? Like, walking near a wall and spamming interaction button? Is that exploration? That's freaking boring. And I don't like it. Bing bang. I love the twinking Titanites. I love twinks! By the way, I kinda feel stupid about upgrading this spear. In theory, it's so cool because, like, damn, dude, look at the heavy attack. Holy shit, 3 projectiles! But this spear is actually fucking weak. Like, it's just damage, the damage. It's got weak damage. And it's really sad because poor stats is the only thing holding this weapon back. I don't know, I feel like they were afraid of making some holy shit, guys, a fire spear that shoots projectiles for free, what the hell? We better release it. Nerfed. Yeah. I don't know, there's other weapons in this game that shoot projectiles for free. That don't have this problem of being really no jump souls 2. Fucking hell. But maybe can I make that jump? I don't think so. Ooh, green eyes. It's been some time since I've actually took a good look at my character here. But she isn't anything special. Yeah. Okay, so what's the damage? 317. 588. Better than nothing, but the animation takes a while. Did I miss anything? Nah. What now? Yo, I actually cannot feel my tongue. What the hell, man? I just wanted something for my throat. You bored, huh? Where's the grandma? Right. Oh, equal levels in everything. Huh. Except ADP, okay. Cannot go wrong with some health and equip load. Where to next? Back to the Bastille, I think, in a minute.